一人にしないで。
Just a few days ago, ladies and gents, we officially got the second season announcement for Classroom of the Elite Season 2. We have waited for 5 years to hear this, and now that it's official, I've never been more happier to see a hyped up series continue. Classroom of the Elite is such a good show with a mysterious character who has a backstory we all wish to know more of. He's cold, he's observant, he's intelligent, and so much more. So today is going to be quite the special video because we are going to be going through 10 anime series that are very similar to Classroom of the Elite. So if you're new here, then please make sure you are all subscribed to the channel with the notifications bell icon turned on to stay up to date with the latest anime news and recommendations right at your doorstep. Now, without keeping y'all waiting, let us begin with the video. So why don't we start this list off with Hayoka, which is an anime that aired quite a few years back and was considered to be one of the best in its time since it was made by Kyoto Animation. Now, comparing Hayoka to actually Classroom of the Elite, both series involve quite the similar main protagonist, both of them being quite lazy, antisocial characters, but excel in being intelligent and problem solving. Sure, maybe one school is more technology advanced and with its, point system and being more strict, while the other is more casual and normal. They both share the same main character and mystery solving, which is why I think Hayoka is actually a pretty good fit for being similar to Classroom of the Elite.
じゃあ始めましょうか。終わりの学級裁判の始まりだよ。
Up next is Danganronpa the animation, and this here is a classic killing game in a school setting which actually shares quite the similarity with Classroom of the Elite. The stories are about a set of students in an isolated academy who are striving towards becoming the sole graduate or class by either killing other students or having them expelled. Because of the nature the shows carry, the atmosphere included is heavy, and characters utilize their wit to remain safe from others, which includes not getting betrayed. There are exams that students partake in that test their abilities of said students. In Danganronpa, it's trials, while as Classroom of the Elite offers a multitude of exams.
それだったらもう解けているはずだよ。犯人の黒幕の正体がね。
一緒に行ってくれない？ごめん、変なお願いしちゃって。
行く！絶対行く！
I usually think of Prison School when finding similarities with Classroom of the Elite, as both series take place in a school with strict rule sets that challenge the main characters into thinking different strategies and ways to overcome obstacles. One series is particularly about boys in an all-girls school getting disciplined and accused for something they did nothing wrong and constantly getting bullied, while the other is about a more intelligent and observant character who wants to win the exams and graduate using any means necessary. All this means that both series are intense in their own way, constantly challenging the characters to think of ways to counteract their opponents.
ごっつぁんです。
かわいい。
支払っていただけますね。
Kakegurui takes place in a similar setting where competition between characters is absolutely everything. You need to outsmart your opponent using decision-making tactics to win. Kakegurui is a huge gambling anime series where students compete with others in gambling games, and the loser pretty much becomes humiliated as a pet, while in Classroom of the Elite, having low points would result in you being expelled from the academy. But to be honest, I'd rather be expelled than become a personal pet for someone and suffer on a daily basis. But in general though, both series have a rather serious take and theme for their storyline and are extremely enjoyable, which is why I highly recommend checking out Kakegurui.
であれば、ギャンブルは狂っているほど面白い。駆け狂いましょう。
こちらこそ楽しい一年にしていきましょう。
You know, I think the closest resemblance of an anime series towards Classroom of the Elite has to be Assassination Classroom. Both are set in a high school and revolve around a class which is looked down upon by the rest of the school, and the teamwork required by its students to pretty much achieve a goal and overcome different trials or events to succeed in their school lives. It even heavily focuses on the main characters with their hidden personalities, their pasts, and relations to each other. There is definitely a lot to say regarding both series since a lot of things are very similar, but if you want the absolute closest thing to Classroom of the Elite, then Assassination Classroom is highly recommended.
殺すことも傷つけることも許されない。さて、どう片付けますかね。
I absolutely love Oregairu as it's among one of the top romantic comedy series of all time in anime. Both series have a protagonist who appear completely disinterested in everything with good intelligence and poor social skills, but in fact, they are both highly skilled in a variety of fields and have amazing understanding for the essence of situations that they both find themselves in. They even both have a female protagonist who is cold and maintains distance from people, achieving quite the unapproachable feel to herself. She has poor social skills, but above average intelligence, beauty to match her academic skills. Both anime have the same groups of students interacting with each other, and the popular kids, the athletic kids, the smart kids, and of course our protagonists do not fit in any because of their unique personalities.
だったら早く。
もう分かったよ。
リーダーか。
ああ、ちょっと君、何やってんの？
Bunny Girl Senpai is up next, which aired a few years ago, and it is considered to be one of the best romantic comedy series ever created, just like Oregairu. Both Bunny Girl Senpai and Classroom of the Elite share the exact same type of main character regarding personality, having no friends, disinterested in what is going on, and just having that consistent deadpan face and manner of speech regardless of their emotional state. The very first time I actually watched this anime and met Sakuta, it just immediately struck me with, the Hachiman Hikigaya or Ayano Kuji vibes. They just have too much in common, and this type of trope is what a lot of people seem to really enjoy of a character who is indeed mysterious and just isolates himself from others. I'm sure many of us can actually share the same feeling as them and actually relate to them.
ねえ、キスしよっか。
舞さん、欲求不満？
バーカ。もう寝よう。おやすみ。
仲直り仲直り仲直りのおまじない。
Charlotte is up next, which does share some similarities of what you guys are looking for in this anime. Both stories are, of course, set in a high school, but there is so much more to it than that. The main characters share experiences which results in making new friends in a brand new school, adventures to find a truth or build a relationship, and of course a good opening towards the series in general, which means build up to its climax. Both anime also focus on a minority group of students rather than a large group of characters, as some play a big role more than others, but they do both do quite a good job and, giving side characters a chance of showing us their capabilities, which Charlotte and Classroom of the Elite do so good at.
こんなことに力を使わなくてはいけないのか。
なんで？
勝平君なら取り戻せるから。痛みを振り戻せるから。
I think Kisniver really fits well on this list that heavily shares something in common with Classroom of the Elite. Both shows drive our attention towards the psychological tendencies of characters and their way of interacting with their environment. Each story takes place in a reclaimed territory. One is a high school and the other is within a large city, processing some kind of a special plan for advancing society, being world peace in Kisniver and highly educated students with guaranteed university admission and employment in Classroom of the Elite. The main setup of the plot are teenagers trying to deal with the challenges and trials imposed on them from above by a very powerful and challenging system. Now, I can guarantee you that if you have enjoyed Classroom of the Elite, then you will definitely enjoy Kisniver, as it's also created by Studio Trigger.
だったらおめえが目覚める前に父ぐらいもんどくか。超巨乳。やめろバカ。 次粘土俺っちの番か粘土 51.8m
Finally on this list we have Hissoki K. Now personally this anime is among one of my favorites as it involves a character quite similar to Ayano Koji in terms of hiding their secrets from their peers. Hissoki hides his psychic powers and tries to act as normal as possible without attracting attention, all while Ayano hides his backstory in which he refuses to tell anyone about as it's one of the most important things behind Ayano's story. Both characters don't really want any friends and wish to get on with their lives and, you know, complete their goals or objectives. So pretty much in simple terms, both are very patient, they're very observant, extraordinary people with special talent who are just trying to appear ordinary. Well, this was definitely quite the special video created for an anime I really admire. Even though the author did not like the adaptation, I know many of us definitely did. So thank you all so much for watching all the way to the very end, and if you did enjoy the video, then please don't forget to leave a like, as I'd always appreciate the support on my videos. And as always, I'll be seeing you all in the next one.